Okay, so good afternoon. So right now, ang ating sunod na topic is numerical differentiation. So pagka sinabi natin numerical differentiation, this is the numerical approach of taking derivative of a certain function. Or dito, ginagamit natin si approximation in order for us to obtain yung ating slope ng ating pong ah, tangent tangent line at a certain point. Ano? But for this time, instead that we use uh, an equation, ang gagamitin natin dito is yung ating mga data points. So sa paggamit natin ng data points, ang ginagawa natin yung last time sa least square approximation at doon sa ating interpolation. So we tend to solve their approximate functions. So right now, ang atin namang kukuhanin is ano yung ating magiging value nung ating pong slope. Kukuhanin natin yung derivative ng ating approximate function, tapos kukuha tayo ng value ng slope. So for this time, so let us incorporate the Taylor's expansion natin with this section of numerical differentiation. So dito tayo mag-obtain ng ating mga formula na gagamitin sa ating numerical differentiation. Somewhat, this is similar naman din sa ating naging process nung tayo ay nagkaroon na interpolation. So we have there the forward difference and you also have the backward difference. But for this time, magdadagdag lang tayo ng isa pang difference, which is yung ating central difference. So buksan lang natin to. Yan, approximation of derivatives using Taylor's expansion. Taylor expansion. So within this one, say for example, that this point here has a value of x, And syempre, yung kanyang katapat is having a value of f of x, So this is uh, x and f of x na data point. So say for example, maglagay tayo ng isa pang point. Sabihin natin na dito po sa point na yan. Ayan. Itong point na ito. So tendency, pag atin siyang green up, so let us say na this x here is x plus the delta x. Since the distance between these two values of x is the delta x. So yung delta x natin yun yung ating gagamitin for our distance of values of x. Pwede naman natin yung palitan, gawin na lang nating h. Kagaya lang nung dati. Sa forward difference at sa backward difference. Na ginawa na lang natin siyang h. So, we have here the x and then the x plus h. So, paano dito nagkakaroon ng approximation? So, instead, naggumawa tayo dito ng tangent line sa isang point. Ang gagamitin natin ay dalawang point. And doon tayo mag-approximate ng ano nang i-approximate natin? I-approximate natin dyan ay yung ating slope or yung ating line that is used for the derivative of this true graph. So for example, meron tayo dito na i-connect na lines between these 2 points. Ayan. So, as you can see, ganun ulit. Meron tayo dito forward difference. Diba? May forward difference tayo. Bakit? Kasi from a value of x, nagdagdag tayo ng h. So yan, forward difference din yung ginamit natin dyan. How are we going to obtain itong ating formula ng derivative? Derivative using approximation. So una na dyan, let us say that our first point is with the subscript of I, or point I. So, ito daw, kunwari, ito yung ating x sub I. Tapos, yung ating x sub I plus 1 or the next data point is yung x sub I plus 1. So, dito, ito yung ating x sub I which is equivalent sa x sub I plus 1. Okay? So, using data point of f of x sub I plus 1, so we have here f of x sub I plus 1 equals to f of x sub I plus the f prime of x sub I delta x plus double derivative, o second derivative of f of x sub I times delta x squared all over 2 factorial plus third derivative ng f of xi delta x cube over 3 factorial plus o of delta x to the fourth. Later on, i-discuss natin tong o of delta x to the fourth. Take note that delta x here is equivalent sa x sub I plus 1 minus x sub I. No? So, yun yung ating delta x coming from this graph here. So, how are we going to solve for the first derivative of our function? Yung f prime of x sub I. Yun yung kailangan natin kuhanin eh. Kasi nga, numerical differentiation tayo. So, how are we going to solve for the first derivative ng ating function? Okay. So, gagawin natin dyan is set natin yung ating part na ito. Set natin yan as our error. Okay? Kasi ang kailangan lang natin is si f prime of x sub I. So, we're going to disregard si f double prime of x sub I and f triple prime of x sub I and let us consider it as our error. Kumbaga, ito, gagawin natin siyang part pa din ng equation but that is error. Yung error na to is magiging negligible na lang siya kasi nga our focus is f prime of x sub I. Okay? So how are we going to solve for the f prime of x sub I using our data points here or our formula? So to solve for f prime of x sub I, ilipat lang natin tong f of x sub I sa kabila. And then we divide our equation by the delta x. So ang mangyayari, may ganito siya. Pag nilipat natin si negative f prime of x sub I delta x equals to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I plus 1. Tapos ito yung magiging error natin. So, ang mangyayari is f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by the delta x. And take note that we still have here this other part of the equation na yung other derivatives na, yung f double prime of x sub I and so on and so forth. Once na i-divide natin yung ating buong equation, tingnan nito, i-divide natin yung ating buong equation by the negative delta x. Tendency is that itong ating part na ito is mag-change ng sign, which is f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by delta x. While for this one, we have here the f double prime na x sub I delta x squared divided by 2 factorial divided by negative delta x. So, mangyayari, mababawasan ngayon yung degree ng ating delta x. So, itong delta x squared, magiging delta x na lamang siya. So, yung ating error ay i-denote natin as O of delta x or the error natin ng term of delta x. Okay? Yan yung magiging O natin or the error which is, sabi dito, directly proportional to the chosen step size. Di ba yung step size natin is yung delta x? Okay? Yun yung ating step size. So, tendency is that kailangan mo din ng error which is directly proportional to the step size natin. So, this will be our formula ng ating f prime of x sub I using forward difference quotient. Ano? So, yan lang naman yung formula dyan. So, pwede naman natin palitan si delta x ng h. No? Papalitan natin, magiging f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by the h. Sir, si h po ba ay uniform po ulit ang step size? The answer is still yes. Ano? So that is just a forward difference. So the value of h here must be equal to the other data points. Or kumbaga, si x sub 1, si x sub 2 ay equal sa x sub 1 plus h. Si x sub 3 natin ay x sub 2 plus the h. So still, lahat ng data points natin, ang difference ay h. How about yung isa naman natin na formula, si backward difference naman. Ano naman siya, ano naman itsura niya sa graph? So instead that gumamit tayo ng data point na pa-forward, gamit tayo ng data point na pa-backward. So say for example, itong point na ito yung ginamit natin. Okay, lagay lang tayo ng graph that will connect these 2 points here. Yan. So meron tayo ditong dalawang point, pero ang ginamit natin itong ating initial na x dito or our reference value of x, and then yung isa pa nating point which is meron pa din siyang distance na h, but this is now the x sub I minus 1 or equal din siya sa x minus the h. Okay? So again, distance between the 2 points ay still h, and our notation here, this is x sub I minus 1. So kung yung dalawang points naman ang ating gagamitin, ano naman yung magiging formula? Okay? So instead na i-substitute natin sa ating f of x will be f of x sub I plus 1, kagaya nito. Ang sinubstitute ay f of x sub I plus 1. Ang isa-substitute naman natin is si f of x sub I minus 1. Ito naman yung ating gagamitin. So yung ating f of x sub I minus 1, that is equivalent to f of x sub I plus f prime of x sub I minus delta x. As you can see, we have here a negative value of delta x since mas malaki yung value ng f of x sub I kaysa kay f of x sub I minus 1. Ano? Oh, so sorry, this is not delta x. This is, this is not f of x. Yan. Dapat dyan ay x sub I minus 1 minus x sub I. So, since mas malaki yung value ni x sub I kaysa kay x sub I minus 1, pero ang magiging reference point natin ay si x sub I minus 1. So, magiging negative delta x ngayon yan equals to x sub I minus 1 minus the x sub I. That is why ang ating nakasubstitute dito ay negative delta x. Ano? And then we have here f double prime na x sub I times, times negative delta x quantity squared over 2 factorial f plus f triple prime of x sub I times negative delta x quantity cube over 3 factorial plus so on and so forth. Ano? But since our focus is to solve for the f prime of x sub I or the first derivative ng ating value. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng manipulation ulit. Ang gagawin natin, ilipat natin ngayon ito sa kabila. Tapos ito, ilipat naman natin sa kabila. Ang mangyayari, magiging positive f of x sub, positive f prime of x sub I delta x equals to f of x sub I. Tapos ito magiging negative na pag nilipat. So, negative f of x sub I minus 1. And then we continue the other terms. So, plus f of x double prime. F double prime of x sub I delta x squared over 2 factorial plus so on and so forth. To solve for the f prime of x sub I, gagawin natin is we divide both sides by delta x. Ano? So, kung i-divide natin both sides by delta x, ang makukuha natin is f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by delta x plus, di ba, nakadivide siya ng delta x. So, the degree of this delta x squared becomes delta x na lang. Ito naman magiging delta x squared. But, since ang ating leading term is naka-delta x, so your error is O of delta x, which is, again, directly proportional dito po sa ating chosen step size, which is the delta x. So that is another formula ng numerical differentiation for the first order, which is the f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by delta x. May isa pa tayong pwedeng gamitin na difference quotient. Ano? What if, ang gamitin naman natin, instead that we use our reference value of x na x sub I, what if ang gamitin natin is itong dalawang ito. Oops, hindi pala pantay. Palitin ko lang. What if itong dalawa ay pag-connect natin? Ano? Yung ay pag-connect natin is si x sub I minus 1 at si x sub I plus 1. Diba? So, let us try to derive that formula. Okay? So, kanina, forward difference. Kasi from x sub I, magdadagdag ka ng h. So, magiging x sub I plus 1. Yung x sub I naman, bawasan mo ng h, magiging x sub I minus 1. So, backward naman. And kung ang gamitin naman natin ay si x sub I minus 1 at si x sub I plus 1, ang tawag na po ngayon dyan ay central difference. Okay? So, yung central difference natin, ito yung derivation. Di ba sinubstitute natin kanina sa x natin, si x sub I plus 1. Sinubstitute natin yung x sub I minus 1 sa ating function. So, f of x sub I plus 1 equals to f of x sub I plus so on and so forth. Yan yung ginamit kanina. Diba? While, yung ating f of x sub I minus 1, ito naman yung formula niya. Okay? So, if we try to subtract these equations here of f of x sub I plus 1 and f of x sub I minus 1, so mangyayari, f of x sub I plus 1 minus the f of x sub I minus 1, ito yung kanyang left side of the equation. How about the right side? Ano? So, f of x sub I minus the f of x sub I, 0 na yan. Ano ba? Dito naman, meron tayong f prime of x sub I minus negative f prime of x sub I. Tendency is, magiging dalawa yan. Kaya, magiging f prime of x sub I times 2h. Diba? Since wala na tayong paki dito sa other terms na to, kasi ang kailangan lang natin ay yung atin pong first derivative. So, tendency, gagawin na lang natin siyang error. Magiging error na lang yan mamaya. So, pag ating kinuha ang value ng f prime of x sub I ngayon, itong f prime of x sub I, ang mangyayari, i-divide natin both sides the equation, yung ating 2h dito. Saan ang galing yung 2h? Ito ay positive, minus mo sa negative value ng f prime of x sub I. So, meron tayo dito na i-divide natin both sides by 2h to solve for f prime of x sub I. So, f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by 2h minus, okay, i-divide lang natin sa 2h yan. So, ito ay magiging negative f triple prime ng x sub I, h squared over 6. Ito naman, h squared yan. So, magiging directly proportional siya dun sa ating chosen step size na 2h. So, h squared, so magiging O of h squared siya. Lagi nyo lang tatandaan, kung sino man yung kadikit dito, o yung leading term natin of h. Yan. Kung sino man yung leading term natin ng h, yun yung ating susundin for O. So, hanggang nito, since this is the leading term ng error, so O of h squared na siya. So, for our central difference quotient, or central difference formula, meron tayo dito na f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus the f of x sub I minus 1 divided by the 2h. So, to summarize lahat ng formula natin for the first derivative ng ating f of x sub I, sabi ko nga, kukuha tayo ng slope. Diba? Kukuha tayo ng slope at a certain point, which is the point of tangency. So, for our f prime of x sub I, so for the forward difference, we have f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by h. For the backward difference, so for the first derivative, f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by h. And then the central difference, pag ginamit naman natin yung dalawang point na x sub I plus 1 at x sub I minus 1, so magkakaroon tayo ng f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by 2h. So you can pause this video para masaulo yung ating formula and magamit natin dun sa ating mga problem. So, let us try to solve itong ating problem na ito using numerical differentiation. Yung mga formula natin na ginamit kanina or sinolve kanina. So, given the data of the table for f of x equals to x squared, which is the true function natin. So, meron daw tayo ditong values of x as well as the values of f of x's. Mind you na hindi porket ang ating data ay tatlo ay hindi natin magagamitan ng iba't ibang formula. Magagamitan natin sila base na lang sa ating reference data. Base sa reference data natin. Hindi laging, kunyari, x equals to 0.5, hindi yun yung lagi nating x sub I. Hindi laging ganun. So, what if kinuha natin f prime of x sub 0 or sorry, x sub 0.5, pwede din yun. F prime of 0.5. Pwede din natin kunin si F prime of 1.5. Okay? So, sabi nga natin sa ating formula, this is F prime of x sub I. Therefore, ang ating reference point will be depending on the value of this value of x here, which is the F prime of 1. So, therefore, this is our x sub I. Ano? Yan yung ating x sub I. For this situation, na we need to approximate the value of the f prime of x sub I. So, yung ating sunod na data, which is 1.5, will be the x sub I plus 1, and our 0.5 will be the x sub I minus 1. So, let us try to solve the approximated value of f prime of 1 using the forward difference formula. Sabi nga natin that f prime of x sub I for the forward difference is equivalent sa f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by the value of h. Ang tanong, paano natin isa-solve yung value ng h natin? So, mangyayari, h is equivalent again sa x sub I plus 1 minus the x sub I. So, h has a value of 1.5 minus 1. So, ang value ng h po natin ay 0.5. Okay? So, to solve for f prime of x sub I using a forward difference formula, so we have here the f prime of 1 equals to f of x sub I, which is f of x sub I natin plus 1 is 1.5 minus f of x sub I, which is f of 1 divided by the 0.5. Okay? And then, ang magiging solution natin dyan ay magkakaroon tayo dito ng value ng f prime of 1 equals to 2.25 minus 1 divided by the 0.5. So, using the calculator, so magkakaroon tayo dito ng 2.25 minus 1 divided by 0.5. So, the answer here is 2.5. Okay? So, f prime of 1 using forward difference formula has a value of 2.5. Okay? So, yun na agad yung ating answer. Take note that this is just an approximated value. Ano? Kung gagamitin natin yung analytic value, or sorry, analytic method, di ba ang mangyayari ay f prime of 1 is equivalent to derivative ng x squared is 2 times x. So, 2 times 1. So, ang f prime of 1 natin is 2, actually, yung value. But using forward difference formula, so we have here a value of f prime of 1, which is 2.5. Ganun yung pagkakaiba. Yun yung approximation natin doon. How about backward difference formula? So, again, sa backward difference naman natin, yung value ng h is still 0.5. Ano? So, using the backward difference formula, lagi nyo isusulat muna yung formula. F prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by h. So, alamin na natin yung values ng x sub I at x sub I minus 1. So, we have f of 1 minus f of 0.5 divided by 1 minus 0.5. So, f prime of 1 equals to 1 minus 0.25 over 0.5. Let us check yung ating value dito. 1 minus 0.25 over 0.5. The answer is 1.5. Okay? So, malapit na rin naman yan sa 2. Ano? Malapit na rin siya sa 2. Okay? And then the last, central difference formula. Central difference formula ng approximated value na f prime of 1. So, f prime of x sub I equals to formula f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by 2h. Central difference, kaya yun yung formula natin ginamit. Again, the value of h is 0.5. No? So, mangyayari f prime of 1 equals to f of 1.5 minus f of 0.5 divided by, this is just 2 times 0.5 or 1. Itong part na ito. Okay? So, 2.25 minus 0.25 divided by 1, the answer is 2. So, as you can see, tingnan nyo, tumama yung value ni central difference formula dun sa ating true value of this slope at x sub I, which is 1. No? Pareha sila na naging value. What if we change the question? Paano kung palitan natin yung value ng x sub I? So, ganito, gagawin natin. Ano? What if we solve for f prime of 0.5? Palitan natin yung tanong. F prime of 0.5. Since nag-iba na yung tanong natin, hindi na siya f prime of 1. Diba? At ang ating formula is f prime of x sub I, meaning your x, which is equivalent to 0.5, is our x sub I sa question na ito. Dito, si 1 natin will be x sub I plus 1. Sa 1.5, that will be x sub I plus 2 na. Okay? So, can you see the difference? Magbabago ang ating reference point of x depende din sa ating hinihinging approximation. Since we have your f prime of 0.5, therefore, 0.5 becomes your new xi. Ganun po ang laging mangyayari. Hindi laging ang ating x sub I ay yung 1. Hindi porket siya yung nasa gitna. Ano? So, can we use, ito ang tanong, can we use forward difference formula in getting f prime of 0.5? Pwede po kaya? Pwede? O hindi? Okay? So, kung yun yung ating given, ito lang naman yung ating hinihingi. Ito yung given natin at hinihingi natin ng f prime of 0.5. Pwede natin siya kunin. Si forward difference. Bakit? Kasi meron tayong x sub I at meron tayong x sub I plus 1. Diba? So, let us try to solve for the f prime of 0.5. So, f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by the value of h. So, f of x sub I natin is f of 1 minus the f of 0.5 divided by the value of h, which is 0.5. So, we have here f of 1, which is 1, minus 0.25 divided by 0.5. So, f prime of 0.5 is equivalent to f prime of 0.5 is equivalent sa 1.5. Ito na yun. Yung nakuha natin kanina. 1.5. Okay? Okay. So, next natin, can we use the backward difference formula for this given problem? Take note that you are given with a function of x which is f of x squared, f of x equals to x squared, diba? So, since nakuha natin yung values ng ating h as well as yung values po ng ating makukuha natin yung values ng ating f of x using f of x equals to x squared. So, can we use backward difference formula with the f prime of 0.5? Siyempre po, makukuha natin. But there are times na situational kasi yung magiging given sa atin. And kung situational yung given, hindi natin alam yung mismong function of x natin or yung kanyang data exact values for the x and f of x. Ano, hindi kagaya nitong problem natin na meron tayong given na f of x equals to x squared. Kaya, since na itong ating 0.5 is our xi, at ang kailangan sa backward difference ay yung may f of x sub I minus 1, pwede natin yung kuhanin. Paano? Kung a-applyan natin ng formula, ng function na f of x equals to x squared, ano yung expected natin na x sub I minus 1 dito? Since ang value ng h natin is 0.5, therefore, yung ating x sub I minus h equals to x sub I minus 1. So, since meron tayo dito na x sub I which is 0.5 minus the h na 0.5, x sub I natin is equivalent to 0. X sub I minus 1. Ayan. So, x sub I minus 1 natin is 0. Kung kuhanin natin ang value nitong f of 0, so, with this x squared here, so 0 squared, which is still 0. So, ang kanyang x sub I is 0, while the f of x sub I minus 1 is also 0. So, yun yung ating gagamitin for the for the backward difference formula. So, gamitin na natin ngayon yung ating mga nakuha na value para sa backward difference. Okay? So, we solve for, again, f prime of 0.5. For the f prime of 0.5, using backward difference, so we have f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 divided by the h. So we have here f of 0.5 minus f of 0 divided by the h, which is 0.5. So we have here 0.25 divided by the 0.5, since ang f of 0 naman natin ay 0. So the value of f prime of 0.5 using backward difference is 0.25 divided by 0.5. So 0.5 yan. So the value dito ay 0.5. So using central difference formula, so kung itong ating x sub I minus 1 equals to 0, so ang ating x sub I plus 1 ay yung 1. Try natin kuhanin. Let us solve for f prime of 0.5 using central difference naman. So we have f prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I plus 1 minus the f of x sub I minus 1 all over 2h. So we have here f of 1 minus f of 0 divided by 2 times 0.5. So f of 1 is 1 minus f of 0 is 0 divided by the 0.5. Sorry, 1 divided by 1. So 2 times 0.5 ay 1. So for the f prime of 0.5, the answer is equivalent to 1. Ano? So yan yung ating final answer. Okay? Okay. So let us continue our discussion. Ano? So, what if dagdagan natin yung ating points? Ano? So, in adding more points, tendency is that mas ma-utilize natin utilized error reduction. Yun yung nangyayari kapag mas dinadagdagan natin yung data points natin na gagamitin sa ating approximation using numerical differentiation. Kasi for example, given na tayo ng x sub I minus 2, x sub I minus 1, x sub I, x sub I plus 1, and x sub I plus 2. Kasi for example, substitute ulit natin si x sub I plus 1 dun sa ating function of x. Sabi natin that f of x sub I plus 1 is equivalent to f of x sub I plus f prime of x sub I times the h, di ba? Plus f double prime of x sub I times h squared over 2 factorial plus sabihin natin na ito ay third derivative truncation error na ng h squared. Ano? Sorry, h cube. Ayan. So, ito yung ginagamit natin tong formula na to sa pagkuha natin ng first derivative. Tama ba? Ginagamit natin tong formula to sa pagkuha ng ating first derivative. So, what if itong f of x sub I plus 1, kinuhanan natin ang derivative. Kuhanan natin ang derivative, no? So, magiging f prime of x sub I plus 1 na siya. Equals to, this becomes f prime of x sub I and then plus f double prime of x sub I times the h plus f triple prime ng x sub I h squared over 2 factorial plus o ng h cube. So, gawin natin, itong part na ito is gawin natin ulit na error. So, o of h squared na lang yan. Plus f double prime ng x sub I times h ito. Ito naman ay f prime of x sub I. Tapos ito ay f prime ng x sub I plus 1. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, instead na f prime of x sub I, ang kukunin natin ay si f double prime ng x sub I. And since this is error, so ito ay negligible na. Kukuhanin natin yung f double prime ng x sub I. Ano? So, pagkuha natin ng f double prime of x sub I times h dito, so, ililipat ko to sa kabila, and then, divide natin by h. So, mangyayari, f double prime of x sub I becomes f prime of x sub I plus 1, di ba? Minus f prime of x sub I divided by the h. Ang kaso, ito magiging, dinivide natin to na h, di ba? So, ito magiging o of h na lang yan. So, still, tinan niyo siya ay meron pa rin dito na proportional. Ano sunod natin gagawin? Kung i-expand natin si f prime of xi, di ba na-expand natin yan, no, using forward difference? So, mangyayari dyan, this is f double prime of x sub I becomes, yung f prime of x sub I magiging f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I, tama ba? All over the h. Tapos may all over pa dito, na h. By the pattern, kung yung ating f prime of x sub I is equivalent to this equation, yung atin namang f prime of x sub I plus 1 magiging f of x sub I plus 2 minus the f of x sub I plus 1 all over h din. Ano? So, nag-adjust lang tayo ng values ng x natin. So, ito, since pares lang naman ng denominator, so pwede natin siyang ipag-combine. So, magiging f of x sub I plus 2 and then minus 2 times the f of x sub I plus 1 and then negative times negative may positive. So, positive f of x sub I all over. Ito, ang denominator ay h, tapos may denominator pa na h, so h squared na lang siya. So, yan pala ang formula natin for f double prime ng x sub I using forward difference. Ano? So, forward difference naman siya. So, ganyan lang yung ating f double prime of x sub I. So, right now, this is a second derivative. Diba? Second derivative na siya. Second derivative using forward difference. Difference. Yeah. Forward difference. And meron din tayo dito na magiging formula for f double prime ng x sub I. F double prime of x sub I equals to, pagka naman may backward. So, second derivative ng backward difference. Okay? So, for the second derivative naman ng backward difference, so ang gagamitin natin is meron tayo dito na f double prime of x sub I equals to f of x sub I minus 2 times f of x sub I minus 1 plus f of x sub I minus 2 divided by h squared ulit. Okay? Meron din pa tayo na isa pa. Siyempre, kung merong second derivative, backward difference, at forward difference, meron din tayong second derivative ng central difference. So, ito naman ay gumagamit ng 5-point central. Ano? So, f double prime ng xi is equivalent sa negative f of xi plus 2 plus 16 f of xi plus 1 minus 30 f of xi plus 16 f of xi minus 1 minus f of xi minus 2 all over to, all over sa 12h squared. Ano? So, yeah. So, second derivative ng forward difference. So, I will just give you summary ng iba pa nating the derivatives, no, and their difference. Ano yung formula ng backward, forward, and central difference. Itong formula na ito is gumagamit ng 5 point. 5 point. Ito gumagamit siya ng 3 point kasi tatlong points, xi minus 1 at xi minus 2. So ito ay 3 point. 3 point second derivative backward difference formula. Ito naman 3 point din. 3 point second derivative forward difference. Okay? And I will just show you other formula na ipapasa ko na lang sa PowerPoint. Ano? Yung ating other formula for the second derivative as well as sa third derivative. So, mas maganda, isauluhin nyo na kasi may pattern naman siya. Ano? So, may pattern naman po siya. Okay? Meron pa po tayong iba pang points dito. Say for example, di ba ito yung ating f double prime ng x sub I? No. So, kung may f double prime tayo ng x sub I, pwede natin siyang i-plug sa formula ng ating first derivative kanina. Sabi natin, no, that f of x sub I plus 1 equals to f of x sub I plus f prime of x sub I times h plus yung formula ito, yung formula. Di ba? Formula nung second derivative. Sabi natin kasi that f double prime of x sub I is, ito yung formula for the forward, ito. I-input natin siya dito. Yan. Input natin siya. Dun sa original na formula ng f of x sub I plus 1. So, tendency, itong h squared ay makakancel. At ang mangyayari ay ito ang magiging output natin. F of x sub I plus 1 equals to f of x sub I plus f prime of x sub I h plus f of x sub, ito, so mahaba. Ang gagawin natin, to solve for the f prime of x sub I or the first derivative, so ililipat lang natin lahat ng terms. Ano? So, negative f prime of x sub I times h equals to f of x sub I minus, ito kasi lilipat to dito sa kabila. So, lilipat to sa kabila. Yan. So, negative f of x sub I plus 1 and then retain itong part ito. No, retain na lang yan. Okay? So, dividing both sides by the negative h. So, this part, yan, divide nyo sa negative h, magiging f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I divided by h. And then ito, sinubtract natin sa negative h. So, negative na siya. Negative 2h. Ayan, negative 2h na siya. Pero, ang kanyang numerator ay ganun pa din. Ano? Numerator. Ito po kasi ay symbol lang sa gitna ng fraction bar. Ito naman, since divide natin to ng negative h, so magiging negative o of h squared na siya. So, gagawin natin, simplify lang natin ito. Simplify natin ito into one denominator. So, magkakaroon tayo ng negative, ng f prime of x sub I equals to negative f of x sub I plus 2 plus 4 f of x sub I plus 1 minus 3 times f of x sub I all over 2h. So, ito naman yung ating 3-point first derivative. First derivative. Hindi pa tayo tapos. Since ito ay I plus 2, ito ay I plus 1, xi. So, 3-point first derivative forward difference formula. Ano? Okay? So, yan yung derivation natin ng 3-point first derivative. First derivative natin na forward difference. Take note na meron pa po yung iba. Gaya nito, summary lang to ng first derivative ng ating forward difference, backward difference, at nung central difference. Ano? So, for 2-point difference, nag-utilize siya ng x sub I at x sub I plus 1. So, ito yung formula niya for the f prime of x sub I. So, we have f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I all over h. Kung 3-point naman, so negative naman yung ating una. So, f prime of x sub I equals to negative f of x sub I plus 2 plus 4 times f of x sub I plus 1 minus 3 times f of x sub I all over 2h. Kung backward difference, so gagamit tayo ng points na x sub I minus 1 at x sub I for 2-point. Diba? So, meron tayong f prime of x sub I equals to f prime, f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 all over h. Kung 3-point naman siya, gagamit siya ng x sub I minus 2, x sub I minus 1 at x sub I. So, your f prime of x sub I equals to 3 times f of x sub I minus 4 times f of x sub I minus 1 plus 4 plus f of x sub I minus 2 all over 2h. Kung mapapansin, tinan nyo to, ito ay reverse lang yung coefficients. Ano? Tapos, negative lang. Dito. So, 3 of f of x sub I minus 4 f of x sub I minus 1 plus f of x sub I minus 2 all over 2h. Again, 2-point and 3-point first derivative differences yan. So, iba-iba pa po yan. Medyo madami nga lang masasauluhin, pero madali namang i-apply. Ito naman, first derivative pa rin to. At meron tayong central difference. So, 2-point natin ay x sub I at x sub I plus 1. So, ito yung formula kanina. Ito naman, 4-point. Ano? Bakit siya sinabi na 4-point? Kasi po, yung ating 4-point dito, central difference nga tayo, di ba? Ano? So, sa central difference natin, hindi naman natin makukuha si f prime ng x sub I kung gagamitin natin tong x sub I dito. So, ang mangyayari, say for example, this is the x sub I minus 2. Ito yung ating x sub I minus 1. So, sa x sub I, ito yung x sub I plus 1. Ito yung x sub I plus 2. So, mangyayari, ito lang yung gagamitin niya. Yan, mag-i-skip tayo dito sa, hindi natin ito isasama sa x sub I. Na-skip natin yan. So, 4-point. So, 4-point central difference, first derivative. Ayan. So, meron tayo dito ang f prime of x sub I equals to negative f of x sub I plus 2 plus 8 f of x sub I plus 1 minus 8 f of x sub I minus 1 plus f of x sub I minus 2 all over 12h. Okay? All over 12h. So, example na tayo ng ating problem. Anak. So, yan. So, the table shows the weather forecast of a statistical data for the rainfall per 6 years. Oh, sinabi na, per 6 years. So the value of your H here is 6. Okay? From year 2000 to 2018. Take note that this situation is not including its f of x. Wala tayong f of x dito. Hindi kagaya nung kanina. So ngayon, hindi na tayo data prediction kung lalagpas man yung ating data. Ano? Hindi tayo makakapag-data prediction. Say for example, kunin natin tong sa 1994. Ano? Hindi natin makukuha yung rainfall for that year of 1994. Bakit? Bakit natin hindi makukuha? Directly, hindi natin makukuha. Kasi wala siyang function of x. Wala siyang true function. But, by approximation, pwede natin makuha yan later on. Pwede natin makuha. So, again, iba po yung pagkuha natin ng data prediction using true function at nung approximated function. Kapag wala tayong given na function of x, hindi po tayo pwedeng kumuha lang basta-basta ng value ng f of x dito, given a certain value of x. Pero kung gagamitin naman natin yung data natin for approximation, pwede tayong makakuha ng value dito ng value of x kahit pa wala sa given data. Okay. Sabi dito, find the rate of change. Find the rate of change of rainfall on 2012 using central difference formula. Rate of change. Pag sinabi natin na rate of change, di ba? That is the first derivative. First derivative. Tama po ba? First derivative yan, yung rate of change. But it is said that we are going to use central difference formula. Kung hindi po sinabi kung anong point, doon tayo sa pinaka-basic. Yung gumagamit lang ng 2 points. Okay? Kung hindi given, kunyari, central difference formula lang. So, 2 point ang gagamitin natin dyan. And we're going to use central difference formula. Our main focus here is 2012. So, find the rate of change. So, we need to solve for f prime of 2012. Diba? So, let us try to solve. Yan. Find the rate of change of rainfall on 2012 using central difference formula. So, 2012 becomes our x sub I. Kung gagamit ka ng central difference, kailangan mo ng x sub I plus 1 at ng x sub I minus 1. Diba? So, to solve for f prime of 2012, so we have here f prime of x sub I using central difference formula of 2 point. So, we have f of x sub I plus 1 minus f of x sub I minus 1 all over 2h. Substitute na natin. So, we have f of 2018 minus f of 2006 to solve for f prime of 2012. Oops, meron pa pala dito. So, 2 times h natin, which is 6. Substitute the values for f prime of 2012. So, we have here, f of 2018 is 935 minus f of 2006, which is 568 all over 2 times 6, which is 12. Compute natin, calculator. So, meron tayong 935 minus 568 all over 12. So, the answer is 30.5833. So, the f prime of 2012 equals 30.5833. 0.5833. So, 4 decimal ulit. Okay? So, ayan. Find the rate of change. Next. Find the rate of change on 2006 using 3 points forward formula. 3 points na, no? So, 3 points forward formula. So, ito yung ating formula dyan. Kung 2 point ito yung 3 points natin. Gagamitin natin to 3 points forward. Kasi ang sabi ay, again, rate of change. Rate of change ng 2006. So, this is F double prime ng XI using 3 points. So, meron tayong negative F of X sub I plus 1 plus 4 times F of X sub I minus 3 F of X sub, oh sorry, this is X sub I plus 2. Oh, wait lang. Isin natin. This is F of X sub I plus 2. Yeah. F of X sub I plus 2 plus 4 F of X sub I plus 1 minus 3 F of X sub I all over 2H. Okay. So, since we are solving for F prime of 2006, so this is your Xi. This is your X sub I plus 1. This is your Xi plus 2. Okay? So, for F prime of 2006, yan. So, meron tayo dito, negative F of X sub I plus 2. So, negative 935 plus 4 times F of X sub I plus 1, which is 746. Minus 3 times F of X sub I natin na 568. All over 2 times 6. So, solve natin. So, negative 935 plus 4 times 746 minus 3 times 568 over 12. So, sagot natin dyan ay 28.75. So, for the F prime of 2006, so we have 28.75. Meron pa tayong follow-up questions, no? Okay, ito. Tingnan natin yung next part. From the obtained data in B, no, question B. Now, so estimate the amount of rainfall. Estimate the amount. No, we don't use the word find the rate of change. Ang sabi dito, the amount of rainfall for year 1994. Estimate the amount, not the exact amount. Diba? So, not the exact amount. So, estimate lang. So, pwede tayo dito mag-estimation gamit yung kanina nating nakuha na estimated value. But we are going to use 3 points backward formula. Okay? So, paano kaya natin gagawin yun? Ano yung given, ano yung data natin kanina? We have F prime of 2006. Para maabot yung 1994 na data, pwede natin itong gamitin. Diba? Kung pa-backward. So, this is, say for example, yung ating xi, yung xi minus 1, at ito ngayon yung magiging xi minus 2. Ang tinatanong sa atin dyan ay ano yung value nito. So, using 3 points backward formula, di ba? Kaya nating gamitin yung f prime of 2006. Sa pagkuha natin ng f prime of 2006, di ba may formula tayo ng 3 points backward formula. Ito. Yan, medyo madami na nga lang. Ito yung ating 3 points backward difference formula. So, f prime of x sub I equals to 3 times f of x sub I minus 4 f of x sub I minus 1 plus f of x sub I minus 2 all over 2h. So, kumbaga, sa pagsasolve natin dito, magkakaroon tayo ng dito ng f of x sub I equals to 3 times f of x sub I minus 4 f of x sub I minus 1 plus f of x sub I minus 2 all over 2h. Diba? So, kung isa-substitute natin yung data natin, so this is f prime of 2006 equals to 3 times f of x sub I, which is f of 2006 minus 4 times f of 2000 plus meron tayo dito na f of 1994, which is yun yung kailangan natin. Ano yung f of 1994? Divided by 2h. Yung value ng f prime of 2006, sagot ay 28.75. Okay? So, 3 times f of 2000, so 3 times f of 2006, so 3 times 5, 68. Minus 4 times f of 2000, so 445. And then, plus f of 1994, which is yung unknown. Divided by 2h, which is 2 times 6, which is 12. So, to solve natin to. Oops, so, makukuha natin po ay, kunin na natin, so 28.75 equals to 3 times 568 minus 4 times 445 plus x. So, yun yung unknown divided by 12. So, shift solve natin. Palapitin natin yung value. Siguro mga 200. Yan. So, 421 ang f of 1994. Ito nag-estimate lang ng value ng f of 1994. Okay? Nag-estimate tayo ng value ng f of 1994 is 421. Again, estimation lang yan. Pero kung may given tayo na f of x, kung ano man na f of x yan, we can just substitute the value of x para makuha si f of 1994. Kaso nga, walang given na f of x, so kailangan nating gumamit ng approximation. Okay? So, yan. So, follow-up question, isa pa. Using the data from C, question C, find the rate of change of rainfall on 2006 using 4-point central difference formula. Again, rate of change, first derivative, rainfall on 2006, so f prime of 2006. But we are now going to use 4-point central difference formula. So, 4-point central difference formula. Ito yung ating formula dito. Ayan. 4-point first derivative central difference. Okay. So, we have negative f of x sub I plus 2 plus 8 of f of x sub I plus 1 minus 8 f of x sub I minus 1 plus f of x sub I minus 2 all over 12h. Okay? So we solve for the f prime of 2006. So this is our xi plus 1, xi plus 2, xi minus 1, at yung ating xi minus 2. Take note using the data from C. Pag wala yan, edi hindi natin pwede gamitan yung data. No? Ano mga nakuha natin data. So 1994, ito ay 421. Okay? So formula, so magiging negative f of x sub I plus 2. So negative f of 2018 plus 8 times f of x sub I plus 1, which is f of 2012, minus 8 times f of 2000, plus f of 1994 all over 2 times 6. Substitute natin. So, negative 935 plus 8 times 746 minus 8 times 445 plus 421 all over 12. So, solve lang natin si f prime of 2006. So, ito ay magiging negative 935 plus 8 times 746 minus 8 times 445 plus 421 over 12. 12 times h. Sorry, this is 12 times h pala. So this is 72 or 12 times 6 para sure. Sagot natin ay 26 3056. So f prime of 2006 is 26 pala. 26.3056. Ano? So yan yung ating final answer. Okay? Okay. So this is the rate of change natin of rainfall 2006 using 4-point central difference formula. Ano? So, itutuloy na lang natin ito, yung ating pagsosolve naman using second derivative sa next meeting natin, which is online meeting. But, meron pa po tayo na quiz natin. Ano? Meron pa tayo na quiz this week 15.
Hello?
Ano? So, week 15 is face-to-face.
Pause. So, ito, instruction lang for next meeting natin. Since ang next meeting natin ay magiging, tawag dito, online tayo, tama? Online tayo sa Thursday, and Friday will be our quiz, no? Face-to-face. So, magdi-discuss pa ako ng part 2 nitong numerical differentiation, at yun naman ay pagsasolve natin ng second derivative. Ano? Second derivative. So, magbibigay na lang ako ng list ng formulas for numerical differentiation. Medyo madami-dami kasi siya. Ano? So, mahirap siyang i-derive. Medyo, hindi mo mahirap totally. So, medyo madami nga lang na i-derive para lang makapag-obtain kayo na iba't ibang formula for backward, for forward, and for central difference. Ano? So, again, ang ating magiging quiz simula sa interpolation, sunod ay regression, yung least square approximation, tapos ang last ay itong first derivative for numerical differentiation. Ano? So, sige, makiki-open muna ng mga camera for last photo op natin. Tapos, sisend ko na lang po yung ating, tawag dito, sisend ko na lang yung makeup class form. Ano? Okay? Sino po may tanong about dito sa video? Dun sa topic. Sino may tanong? Sige, picture muna tayo. May kaya-open muna ng mga camera. Okay. Sige. Okay. So, saan na iba? Okay, sige. So, smile po tayo. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. So, sino pong may tanong about sa